Let's bin together AutoCAD tip number 10. Format specifications quickly inside CAD files. Now, most of the time when we're doing specs, what we do is we make specification books, which makes sense because we get from each manufacturer typically will provide us with a Word document. So you just take a bunch of Word documents, assemble them, and it's an easy way to make a spec book, right? However, sometimes, especially on smaller jobs, it makes sense to do this inside of CAD. You want to have your specifications right there in your construction document set. So you want to bring them into CAD and you want to format them quickly. However, I'm sure you came across this. If you just copy and paste from a Word file into AutoCAD, it's not going to format it pretty for you. You know, you're going to have to do a lot of work formatting it to make it look nice. So there's a small system I kind of came up with basically to streamline this process and to achieve consistent results every time you do this. So you know what's happening, you know, it saves you time basically. So let's get to it. This is the way I do this. First, we start with our Word document. This is what I get from the manufacturer. I edit it here first. Then you do Control A, copy, Control C. Then we're going to fire up Notepad. And then here, we're just going to paste everything. What this does, it removes all of the formatting from Microsoft Word. Okay, so now we're going to do this again. Control A, copy. And then we're going to go to AutoCAD. We're going to just create any mtext object. I already have one here, just a simple mtext. Now, when we do this, what you want to make sure inside your mtext object, when you click this here, you want to make sure that allow auto bullets and numbering is checked and allow bullets and lists. If you can't see this toolbar, odds are it's turned off. So you right click anywhere inside the mtext, click editor settings, and make sure this show toolbar is checked. So now that we have all this, let's get to it. Let's just paste it into here. It's going to take a second. It's a lot of text. There you go. And let's see what we got. Wow, that's a lot. So what I like to do is I basically have columns and it would be on the title block. So let's widen this up a bit. Let's say it is something like this. Okay. As we see, it's still a lot. Now, let's just say our title block is going to be something like this, right? That might be a little big to be honest, but okay. Oops. Let's say this is our title block space, right? So first thing what we want to do is we want to format all these indentations. Now what I have is about 6 years ago when I first started working in this field, I basically came up with a little rules. This is literally a picture of a note that I wrote 6 years ago, so it's almost sentimental value. I just keep it. Looks a little dirty. But basically for the parts, I want to have them all the way on the left, have a single space here. When we get to the A, I just did it in rules of 3. So we have the top piece, the top arrow moves over 3, and the bottom arrow moves over 3 again. And then as you move over on the next item, let's say number 1, it's going to start right here. So it starts at 6, the top arrow, and the bottom arrow is going to end at 9. And then when you get to, let's say, the little letters, that's the same exact thing. It's going to start here, and that way it just keeps going and going. So I just did this in rules of 3, and let me show you how you set this up. So going back to our AutoCAD, all you do is we just click here, and we start with the first one. So click our first item, A, and then we're going to click this arrow, and we're going to move it 3 over. And it's a little finicky, just bear with it. So now that we did that, let's move our bottom arrow 3 past that. So that's going to be at 6. Now we're going to go find the next item. So once you adjust this just A, all the B's and etc. are going to be adjusted. So let's do the number 1. And the same thing. Now we start where we left the bottom arrow in the previous item, which was number 6. Actually, 1, 2, 3, I believe it's 1 over. Let's get that one guy out here. There we go. And then this one is 3 past that. So here it comes. And let's get these little A's. Same exact thing. And the bottom goes 3 past that point. As you see, it creates a really clean spec. Everything's aligned. You know, architects are very picky about how things look like, let's say. So one thing you could do is I actually don't like how this looks like over here, so we're going to adjust this. So I'm going to click here, and I want to align this with the A. So let's just select that. See if we can do something. So bring that guy here, and then we do that. There we go. Now there's a pattern. Looks nice. It's aesthetically pleasing. Here's one line. This one aligns here as you move over, and etc. Now the one starts here. So let's see if there's another one that we missed somewhere along the line. Maybe there's like another little A or a number with a parentheses. So we're going, and it's looking pretty good, to be honest. And here we go, we got those numbers with a parentheses. So we want to do the same exact thing. Let's click here. And then we're going to bring this where that one left off. And take the bottom one and move it 3 past. There we go. So I think that actually did everything. Let's see. Looking good. Yep, there we go. So now we formatted everything. We just need to make sure it gets on this title block, right? So what I do is I typically say where I want to end this so it's consistent. I'm going to draw this line. It's a temporary line. I'll erase it later, because I'm pretending this is going to be my title block, okay? So all you do is you're going to take this bottom arrow and then you're just going to start moving it up until you hit that line. So we're going and going, and obviously there's a lot of text, so it's not the fastest thing in the world. Same exact thing. Let's grab the bottom. And as you see, slow and steady, our specs are going onto our title block. Let's get that last guy in there. This might even spill over onto the next page. And oops, we missed that line, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to here. And it looks like that's our last row. And still on the same page. This is probably a little bit too big, but you know, you get the gist. So now, if you look at this, here we have these very nice rows. Everything is formatted nice in our formats that we need using our text style, and it's clean and most importantly, it's fast. So hopefully you guys find this information helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next AutoCAD tip.